car or $20,000 cash in our summer of cars, cash, and gas. Brought to you by Gordon Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548. 95th caller, you're going to win and get qualified for that great contest that we're doing.
Mojo in the mornings, Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon, what do you got in this hour's Dirty on the 30?
Well, as lots of questions surrounding President Biden's health are being discussed and Democrats are debating his future, Dr. Tom Pitts, who is a board-certified neurologist, told NBC News in an interview last night that the president is absolutely displaying symptoms of Parkinson's disease.
The loss of arm swing, standing up lordotically. You notice when he turns, it's kind of end block turning. It's not a quick turn. So that's one of the hallmarks of Parkinsonism is rigidity and bradykinesia, slow movement. And he has that hallmark, especially with the low voice that said was a cold hypophonia. A small monotone voice like this over time is a hallmark of Parkinsonism. I could have diagnosed him from across the mall.
Now, he's never met President Biden, but like he said, he insists it's obvious. He could have diagnosed him, just seeing him out in public. In related dirty, George Stephanopoulos, who just interviewed the president this week on Good Morning America, was asked by some random guy on the street in New York City about the president's health, and listen to his response.
Hey, how you doing? What do you think? Do you think Biden should step down? You talked to him more than anybody else have lately, and you can be honest. You don't think he can serve 4 more years? All right, that's an answer.
He said, I don't think he can serve 4 more years. And he realized, I think very quickly, he probably should not have said that. He made a statement to TMZ yesterday that reads, earlier today, I responded to a question from a passerby. I should not have. An ABC spokesperson also said George expressed his own point of view and not the position of ABC News.
I'm kind of surprised by the mainstream media and some of the media that is probably a little bit more left-leaning, like CNN and MSNBC. They've all turned against President Biden, which makes you think to yourself, is this thing really that bad? And now they're finally coming around, because for a while there, they would make fun of the right-leaning media and like Fox News and things for doing stories like this. But I wonder if this is their way of saying, okay, yeah, there is something bad. Maybe they hadn't been talking about this, or maybe they just want a new candidate. And this is their way of bringing in somebody new and trying to put so much pressure on President Biden to step down.
Or is it just they don't follow a person, they follow a party, and they want to do, for those news medias, they just want what's best for the party?
Well, that's what part of me wonders. I mean, that's one or the other. It's either he is that bad and he does, because, to have, for NBC News to have a doctor on that says the president has Parkinson's. Because, listen, if the president has Parkinson's, that's a huge, huge story. Yeah. That we have
That's a huge
the leader of our country battling Parkinson's.
Isn't this doctor now going to be sued?
I don't know. It's his opinion. I think you can give opinions.
If he loses this election, can't you say it's because doctors came out and said stuff about my medical history?
Look what they said about. They said that Trump, was mentally deranged and stuff like that. So that same thing could happen.
But if it was based on a medical condition and not just what they're saying, can't you sue for that?
I don't know.
No. Defamation, that type of
thing.
Listen, Nancy Pelosi says that she thinks Donald Trump has the same thing. That she's come out and said that.
Well, I haven't seen that anymore.
I would rather have a doctor take a position of coming out and publicly saying that I won't diagnose someone until I review their medical history and have them in my chair, as opposed to saying I could diagnose them across the mall. But your credibility kind of goes out the window for me.
We do that with celebrity all the time.
This is not a celebrity.
But we see, this is more important than a celebrity.
Exactly.
This is the president.
Exactly.
The president has Parkinson's. I want to know that he's got Parkinson's.
Yeah,
I want to know that more than
I don't want to hear my doctor
Justin
say
Timberlake's got an alcohol problem.
I don't want to hear my doctor say I can see it from across the mall.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think you should go about it that way.
Ever since Justin Timberlake was arrested for a DWI after supposedly having, quote unquote, just one martini at the American Hotel in the Hamptons last month, tourists are flocking to this place to sip the same cocktail that got him into so much trouble that night. And everybody's calling it something different. Some people will order it as the JT Special or the Justin. Regulars are calling it the Justini.
I like the Justini. That's a good one.
That's good. By the way, at the American Hotel, every Wednesday is unlimited lobster night.
Oh.
Sign me up.
How much do you think unlimited lobster night cost in the Hamptons? Can you imagine how expensive that must
You'd be poor
That's
after
not like
a Wednesday
That's
night
not like
there.
all you can eat crab legs at the lodge.
Wait, can we do that as a show?
Yeah, can we do that, please?
Great. And lastly, during an appearance on the Shut Up Evan podcast, Ariana Grande sharing that a deluxe version of Eternal Sunshine is coming, but probably not anytime soon.
I have specific ideas, and I'm going to take my time to make them beautiful and perfect, and then we'll see. I'll let it be a surprise, but I wouldn't say anytime super soon. I'm also trying to navigate the timing of the wicked of it all.
I was just about to say. Actually, it has everything to do with the release
With
of the movie
Wicked.
and when I can go on tour.
Yeah. Glinda voice there, by the way. Glinda voice. For all of today's dirty, catch up on the podcasts on the iHeartRadio app or mojointhemorning.com.
Get more dirt at mojointhemorning.com. Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
Mojo in the morning, summer of cars, cash, and gas. Christina.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're a winner. Congratulations. We're going to set you up right now. Summer of Cars, Cash, and Gas. I want you to hang on the phone because you're going to get a $50 gas card courtesy of Green Flame Tequila. You're now qualified for a 2024 Chevy Equinox valued at over $30,000, or you can take a $20,000 cash check. Well, it wouldn't be a cash check. It would be probably a check. I'm sure they'll write it out there. Congrats. By the way, speaking of checks, did you see that Target's no longer accepting checks? I did not see that. I did not know that Target still accepted checks.
What?
But no more checks. You can't write a check at Target anymore.
No.
I just diverted off the side
How
of the
do you
road.
write a
for second.
check?
Bro, I took my
Right.
grandma to Costco and she wrote a check. I was like, Grandma,
Taking forever.
you doing right
Did
now?
she get the $1.50 hot dog?
When I moved here, I had to pay for. You have to pay with a check for your parking. I had to YouTube how to write a check.
All right, hang on the phone. We're going to get your information. You're now qualified for this brand new car, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
What would you take, the car or the cash?
The car, baby, all day.
Yes, I love it. Thanks, Gordon Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. You can see Gordon Chevrolet online at gordonchevrolet.com. All right, it's Mojo in the morning. Phone number, 844-MOJO-LIVE. Text is 95500. We are live, right? We are live.
We are on YouTube and Facebook.
You can watch us, so if you want to see us, but be careful because of, inclement weather is not a good reason for you to be watching us and driving, but you can go back and check it out later because we'll save it all up there. Life 360 is something that my wife has on my kids. I don't know why she doesn't want to put me on it though. That's interesting, but she does follow she actually follows all three boys on Life 360.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I will totally do that when Lucy and Smith are old enough for me to do that. But I want to hear the story about how Life 360 busted somebody that is close to you. Okay. And this story is coming from, I was at Lucy and Smith are both swimmers. They're doing the summer swim season. And so I was at one of the kids' swim meets recently. And one of my really good girlfriends was trying to keep up with her high school son, who just started driving. So, of course, she's like a bundle of nerves, as he's out on the road for the first time in the summer. And so my friend's trying to figure out, where he is. He was supposed to meet all of us at the swim club where we were watching the swim meet. And he kept making excuses as to why he wasn't there yet, because she had given him a certain time to be there. Of course, he's, late. And she finally pulled up Life 360 and realized that he was not only super far away, and he was supposed to be already there, but she could see him heading to his girlfriend's house, which is about 30 minutes east of where we were.
Oh, boy.
And she called him out on it. and he made an excuse that his GPS told him to go that way. I am not good with directions. This was so obvious to me that he was going all the way around to the east side to come back to where we were. It was total BS. He had lied. He was busted, and he knew it, and he was trying to talk his way out of it. But I thought, had there not been Life 360, he would have been in the clear.
Yeah.
Right? There would have been no evidence that he was very clearly trying to sneak in a little visit to his girlfriend before coming to see mom.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to tell you that if you are following your teenage kids, and, I think it's good to have it for your kids. When I see couples that do it or friendships that do it, I always, when friendships do the, Find My iPhone or whatever the heck it is that they're following.
Like Meaghan and I do.
I think you got to be careful with that too, because not always do you want your friends to know where you are. And then with both services, I think you can kind of turn yourself off, but it alerts everybody, right? That it's happening.
Does it alert?
It does.
If I turned
If
you
you
off,
turn it off, it does tell them pretty
It does.
sure.
Yeah.
Friends hold friends accountable. There was a couple years ago I was seeing a guy that my best friend did not like at all, and I told her that I stopped seeing him, and she was tracking my location. She's like, "Kippy, where you at? Go home. Come home right now." So they know.
Mojo in the morning. What's going on? How you doing, Sandy?
Hi. There's a hack on. I have 2 teenage daughters. Backstory here, real quick. A long-time listener. I've called in before.
Wait. Okay, wait. Hold on a second. I'm confused now. You're all over the place. You are a longtime listener who is a first-time caller?
A second-time caller. Actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
We have unfortunately, we have nothing for that, but let's hear your story. What's going on?
I have teenage girls, and I have 360. The whole family's on it. Well, I just recently found out that there is a hack, and your kids can pause Life 360 by putting their phone in airplane mode, and that'll say they're still where they're supposed to be.
And how did you find this out?
Wow.
What did your sons or daughters do to make you aware of this?
My beautiful teenage daughters were having a conversation that I just accidentally overheard.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And who is it that they don't want you to see that they're around? There's some boy that you don't like?
I'm sure it's a party or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wonder if any parents have ever showed up at parties when their kids are at parties. What's up, Haley? Hi.
Hi, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hey, there we go. Now we got something for you. Yeah.
So I left my phone in my dorm room so I could spend the night at my boyfriend's apartment in college, and my mom just went ahead and sent the police to my dorm room because she's so strict. But then sent the police to my dorm room, and my roommates were like, "Get back here right now."
Yeah. Yeah, I think my son's done that. I think that's happened a couple of times because he never spent any time in his dorm room throughout the school year. And then when you see him there for a long period of time, you're like, okay, there's no way that he's doing that. Or sometimes they'll put it on another device. They'll try to find another device if it's not Life 360 or whatever, if it's the Find My iPhone.
Yeah. Sneaky. Oh my God, I was so scared after that. Never did it again.
What did the campus police do when they found you?
They were kind of like just shrugging, like, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. This happens all the time.
We gotcha. Maddie, what's up?
Hey, so one time my daughter, I told her she couldn't go back outside. I was at work, and my little smart kid left her phone at home. So while I'm looking at her location, her phone is at home. Smart. Well, I had to send her godmother to my house because I'm like, why is she not answering the phone? This kid was gone around the corner at her other friend's house.
Ooh, listen.
How old is she?
Ooh.
She was 12 at the time. When I tell you I left work and she got the ass of her life.
Yes.
When I tell you I was lit, first of all, I had to leave work.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on now. But, yeah, these kids are getting smarter, but I'm happy my mom didn't have Life 360 or Find My iPhone.
Hey, unrelated, what you beat her ass with? What was the weapon of choice?
No.
That's your business, Kevin.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this texter won't this texter won't go on the air with us, but I caught my husband cheating on Life 360 because he mysteriously turned off his location. He kept making excuses why he couldn't get back on Life 360, saying that there was something wrong with his app, only to know that he was going over to a woman's house.
Wow.
Yeah. What's up? How you doing, Elise?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing. I caught my son ding dong ditching on Life 360.
Ding dong ditching?
How did you know that's what he was doing?
So he asked us on the night at my nephew's house. Who is it? He's like in the same neighborhood, and they were supposed to be sleeping, spending the night, you know? So it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Me and my husband were up, and I decided to check his location, which his location was still at my nephew's house. But my nephew, who I also have on Life 360, was not at home. He was at a condo complex near a park that we have.
Oh.
So I looked at my husband, and I was like, what do you want to do here? So we decided to just show up.
Oh, boy.
Where they were at.
How'd that go for you?
Well, I see my nephew first, so we pulled up, and I was like, where's Landon? That's my son. And he was like, who are you talking about?
What?
Yeah, they tried to play it off. So he's like, let me go get him. And they were just sitting at the park. And I said, what were you guys doing? Were you ding-dong ditching? And they were like, no. So I asked my son. He said that he just left his phone at the house. And then when they got back the next day, my son was like, well, I didn't want to get caught, and Avery brought his phone. So that's how we all found out.
Wow. Wow. It'd be tough, though, if you show up while they're doing this ding-dong ditching and the people think you're the ding-dong ditcher. Well,
Yeah, well, we had to tell him, too, like, you can't be too careful anymore, not with everything that's
I
going
would.
on.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I mean, you know, some guy with a gun or something like that.
That's true. Snatch.
Amir, what's up?
Amiri, hello.
Amiri, apologize. What's going on?
No problem. So when I was like 16, I had Life 360. My mom had Life 360 for me, but I didn't like the fact that she was trying to track my location, so I used to turn mine off, but she used to leave hers on. So when I used to invite people over when she wasn't home, I would watch her Life 360 to see when she was pulling up.
Oh, so there's this is the reverse of being able to not get caught. You watch your parents on Life 360.
Yes.
Myri sound bad too.
I
She's like
know.
a bad kid.
We used to have in our neighborhood. If we would have people over at the house, we had the lookout people because we knew my dad. There was only one way to get to my neighborhood, and so we had the neighbor down the street, the sister, watching out for when my dad was driving his car home, and so we would get the calls, you know. Your dad's on his way, type thing, and you had about a block or so to get everybody out the back door.
Wow,
yeah.
rebels.
See, we have a Ring doorbell, but I used to like stand right in front of it so that they can go in the house and then stand right in front of it so they can go out without her still seeing it on the camera.
Wait, but your parents never thought, why'd you go outside and just stand in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was right at the front door, so I used to act like I was just looking out the door or something. Sometimes people going in and out.
This might be the best of them all. Dustin, who did you catch on Life 360 doing what they shouldn't have been doing?
Well, I caught my dad on Life 360 going to the Asian massage parlor.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I got to go visit my buddy in Battle Creek. And I was like, all right. And next thing you know, I look on there, and he is not at his buddy's house.
Wow.
Did you tell him you knew where he actually was?
Oh, yeah, I told him. As soon as he got home, I told him, I said, Dad, so I want to tell him where you were? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I know your dirty little secrets, you old man.
Some things you don't tell.
What was the name of his favorite masseuse at the massage parlor?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you. He told me about, because I got the truth out of him. He was like, well, we just went that one time, but then after that, he told me he went to 2 other ones.
Oh, my dirty dad.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a punch card.
He picked his nose. He smelled. He made her pay. What the hell happened? Second date update happens after 8 on Mojo in the Morning.
Yeah.
Satellite Detroit, WSNX Muskegon, Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations, 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live. Mojo. 30.
20.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, are you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
Good morning. Welcome to Mojo in the Morning. If you're with us for a while, welcome back after a song. And if you're listening to us on Channel 955 in Detroit, 104.5 SNX in Grand Rapids, Muskegon, or 92.5 KISS FM in Toledo, know that you can listen to us on the radio, but also get us on the iHeartRadio app so that when you leave your car to go in and do a little work or hang out in the house, you can bring us with you right on the iHeartRadio app. All right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. Meaghan thought that she was getting fired. Do you feel like you're always getting fired?
No, because I've never overreacted to anything in my entire life ever. And this was definitely not a case of overreaction if my therapist is listening, because this is something we've been working on for quite a while. But yesterday I was here in the office and it was like around 2 o'clock, so there weren't many people around. And all of a sudden, all of my computers stopped working. I had to reboot them, and then they wouldn't let me log in. And first computer, you're like, oh, it's this building.
Yeah, everything's broken.
I'm sure I should just go to another studio instead of trying to fix this. And I went into another studio, and I couldn't log in. Like, that's kind of weird. But again, it's this building, so all right, I'll try another studio. I go into a third studio, can't log in. And I'm like, okay, now things feel suspicious. So I have a laptop here in our studio that I wasn't working in. That is a work laptop. I try to log into that. Not working. I look around and I realize, oh my God, they turned off my access to everything. I've been fired and they forgot to tell me. And I spent the next
f***ing fired.
40 minutes trying to get into a workspace to work while avoiding the footsteps of Heels, that was our boss Colleen, or every time I heard Tony talking in the hallway, I would just dart into a room and just try, like, don't, like me running through the building, trying not to be spotted so that I didn't get fired.
Wait, so you thought you were getting fired, so you started hiding from them, thinking that if you were getting fired, if they couldn't find you, they couldn't fire you.
Correct.
Why would you prolong your work? If they fired you, why would you continue working?
You say prolong work. I say prolong paycheck.
Well, what if they stopped your pay? What if they put a hold on your paycheck?
Hey, a win is a win, okay?
By the way, I feel like I'm being fired all the time. I just have, Mojo knows this. I have this like nervous, very anxious energy about it. But that's really how I realized I was being fired from my first radio job, was I couldn't log into my email.
Correct.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And, somebody I know who works in this industry, when you couldn't unlock the door with your key card, so they would
That's
turn
never
it
good.
off the night before, and for like they shouldn't have, and you couldn't get into the building in the morning, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get laid off today.
Has anybody? Is there anyone listening who? This would be fun to hear this call. Knew they were getting fired, but hid from their boss long enough that they couldn't fire you or they couldn't get a hold of you. Has anybody ever had that happen? Because that actually,
that's a great story.
Just to hear you say what you just did, that would be the funniest if that actually legitimately happened to somebody where they hid long enough that they could not get fired.
Or how did you know you were getting fired before you actually heard it face to face from your boss?
Yeah. So what? Wait. So what was the story? Why did you? Why'd you have issues yesterday thinking you were getting fired?
So eventually I had like deadlines coming up and I really needed help figuring it out. And I was like, well, I should go figure it out. And I started sneaking through, you know, in that one sales area, the cubicle almost backs up to the wall, but you can squeeze through to get to engineering.
Yeah.
I crawled through that space.
Oh my God.
I'd go to an engineer because I was like, he'll tell me. And he, apparently nationwide outages yesterday for iHeart was one of our systems. And it was like everybody, not just me. But nobody told me.
Was that VPN thing that I saw?
Yeah.
I saw
So because of a hurricane affecting Houston, it was there was issues, I guess, with our stuff. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. The text is 95500. What's going on? Selena, hi.
Hi. I just could really relate to that because I actually went to log into like my computer stuff a couple months ago, and I couldn't get into anything. So I started calling like our help desk and everything, and they couldn't figure it out. And then all of a sudden they tell me I was fired by mistake.
What?
Wait.
Yes.
They fired you by mistake.
Yeah, one of the higher up, they were putting in a termination for somebody else and accidentally clicked my name.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Wow.
How do you do that?
That's actually interesting because we talked not that long ago about how Shannon got somebody's raise accidentally.
Oh, do you know I had
Yeah.
to write a personal check back to iHeart to return all that money.
It's crazy to think that
It was a sad
big
day.
companies like this, and then yours. What kind of work are you in? You're
Like a oil business.
Oh wow! So these big companies. Wow, that's crazy. Mojo in the morning. What's going on? We will voice disguise initial L. We'll call you. What's up?
I was calling because I'm a registered nurse. I work from home, though, and it was my day off, and a group that called in on our day off to go home and log in to all get fired. And it was literally the most traumatic thing ever.
At least you're at home.
They called you to say log in to get fired. What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we were off that day, but we work from home. So they called
And
our cell phones.
They wanted you to log in for a Zoom firing or something.
Exactly.
That's stupid.
That's so crappy.
Why didn't you do it over the phone and say, "Hey, I'm sorry"? They wanted to see your face when they were firing you.
I've been fired.
Yeah, it was awful. And the worst thing, too, is we all got our jobs back a week later.
Oh my God.
No, I wouldn't go back.
What's happening, Jennifer?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. What's going on?
So I always have the constant fear that I'm going to be fired. And last Friday I had a doctor's appointment, so I snuck out early and I didn't tell my boss.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
She said it so nicely.
I gotta dump that for 1 second. So for those that missed the story, you can't say.
Did she say spit?
You can't say spitting bricks.
Oh, you said the actual word.
Yes.
Yeah, you said the word. If you would have said spitting bricks, that would have been better than bricks. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So again, you were at home, and
I just left the doctor's appointment and I got an email from my boss saying that he wanted to meet with me on Monday, and I thought it was in regards to me leaving early. But it wasn't, thankfully. It was about some other stuff that we had going on in the office. But the whole weekend, I was so scared.
Yeah, interesting. I had to dump, or not dump it, but pull it down because I thought she was going to say it again. It's interesting. I don't think they fire on Mondays. I don't think businesses ever fire on Mondays.
They do.
I don't know. I think they always do it on a Friday or on
They fire on birthdays. They fire on holidays.
So I was fired on a Monday morning.
weekends.
Really?
I was fired on a Monday morning.
Why have you come in on a Monday? That just seems
So
stupid.
we didn't. They sent us on a cruise with listeners. So we were gone for a week, got home on Sunday night, and that's when I tried to log into my email and was like, I can't log into my email. And then in the morning, we got the news saying, come in, but it wasn't good, basically.
You got to love those.
It was
They sent you
awful.
on a cruise.
Right. Yeah,
that's kind of
honestly.
nice. You're right, going on a cruise.
Send-off.
Hi.
How you doing today? Real fast on the Monday thing. Yeah, they do fire on Monday. They bring you back to pick up your last check.
Oh, okay. All right. What's going on?
I worked for the city of Savannah a while ago, Parks and Forestry. I was actually a temp, and I had a I had a subpoena for court and I explained to them that I was there. Well, the court proceeding took an extra day. I did call in, explained it to them. They fired me. The actual city did. Well, I contacted the supervisor. I said, "You can't fire somebody when they're when they got a subpoena." He says, "You're right. Go ahead and come on back tomorrow morning." Came back the next morning, and he says, "Guess what? You're fired. We did it correctly."
Wow. But he said, he goes, at first goes, "Yeah, you're right. Come on back in. Now I'm going to fire you again." That's like insult to injury. Alexis.
Pennsylvania for you.
What's up?
That's
Hi.
right, Kev.
Hi.
What's going on? I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
You got to fire your cell service.
What's up? No, next call. Nick, what's going on?
Oh, my gosh. So I work in HR, and Meaghan, let me tell you, last week I had to go to Chicago, and I was chasing down a manager to find them in one of the stores to fire them.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
That was me, like running around and just popping into any dark room to try to hide.
So Megan's story's legit. Like, the people will hide from you.
People will hide from me. I'm like, "Hey, I need to meet with you." "Oh, I'm at this store." I'm like, "Okay, well, now I'm at this store." "Oh, I had to go to the other store." I'm like, "Okay, can you just stay put?" "Well, I got a lot of things to do today." I'm like,
Yeah. You got nothing to do. You're going to be fired. That's
"Yeah, we will always find you."
Oh, that was ominous. We will find you.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
We have your address on file.
Has that ever happened? Has anybody ever had them come to your house to fire you? That would be interesting. Reed, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hi.
So I actually worked for a company chain that ended up selling, and we were told we were all going to keep our jobs. So I had a friend that worked at a different location who got fired. He calls me telling me that he just got severance after we were told we weren't. He was really upset, so I took my lunch break and I went to go meet up with him. I get a call from my boss asking where I'm at. He's like, "Hey, I came to your store to see you. Where are you?" I was like, "Oh, crap, I'm next." So I told him I went to lunch, called him about 30 minutes later, told him I wasn't feeling good, used all 3 weeks of my sick time, didn't come back.
Yeah! This guy's a legend.
Came back 3 weeks later, and he goes, "How'd you know?" I was like, I just knew. He goes, "Yeah, sorry, we're going to have to severance you." So I ended up getting to take all my personal time and vacation time and stay home for 8 months while they paid me 80% after.
Oh, my God.
You're a genius.
That's amazing.
Genius,
That is
Reed.
amazing. Jeez. T, what's up? Last call here. What's going on, T?
I had a job once, and I was being promoted. I was promised a promotion. They told me what my pay was going to be, what my off days would be, all my roles and responsibilities. And then like a week after, my boss was like, "Hey, jump on a conference call so we can discuss the next steps of this promotion." And when I got on the call, I was terminated.
What? So you were promised all this stuff, but then you're terminated. Why would they do that?
He never gave me a reason.
Oh.
And then when he terminated me, he told me he would give me a severance pay, and I never got it.
That's crazy.
Mailing him for a year, and I still haven't gotten it.
That's crazy. So you were promised, hey, you're going to get a promotion, thinking that you're going to get all this stuff. They fire you.
Yep.
Man.
A complete surprise.
I'd hate to play poker with those guys. I'd be like, I would be like, man, talk about a poker face, being able to like hold that back from you for the longest time. Do you have a job now, or are you?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Even better one, actually.
Oh,
so.
Good. See, that works. All right. Well, thank you for the call. Take care of yourself.
Thanks.
A lot of poor hiring decisions made by management led to this show, which explains Meaghan for sure. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Wow.
I hate you, Tony Travato.
Mojo in the Morning show. Kev, you went to go have some lunch or whatever with your grandma? What were you eating? What were you?
Lunch
What was
with
it?
my grandma.
You're eating with grandma?
No, Graham came over because she misses Jern, and my grandma's 93, so new baby is like life extension for her. And she came over, and Joe's at the house too. So Joe is at the table eating, and there are a lot of rules in certain households. I don't know how you guys grew up, if like whoever was like the parent figure had a rule that you had to abide by. And the first rule was that just like had to sit down at the table and eat. because I let Joe go to his room and take his pizza rolls, whatever the case may be. But when grandma's over, he has to sit down at the breakfast nook or the breakfast table and eat his food. That was a rule she had. Not only did she make him sit down and eat his food, she has a rule that you have to chew. Either you have to complete the entire alphabet in your head as you're chewing. You have to go A, B, C, D, E.
For each bite?
Like, if I bite something, I got to go through the course of the alphabet. Or, get this, I have to chew it until it turns into applesauce. And at that point, your body
does she know?
This is my grandma. This is my grandma rules. These are the rules. Then the last rule is, and this was the rule that killed me, because when she said it to him, it brought me back to myself at his age, sitting at her table. She says that in order for you to take a sip of your juice or your water, you have to fully complete whatever the meal is in front of you. You cannot take a sip until you complete your food.
You can't drink the drink until you eat the food.
Facts.
And can I tell you my problem with this? It sounds like she's afraid of people choking. I don't know if she experienced that with the child, but all of the first two were choking.
Okay.
What I don't understand is if you're choking, right, and something's caught, you might need a drink of water. Could you imagine being like, I don't want you to choke, but if you are choking, don't do anything.
Don't do anything. Saliva.
Was your grandma a clean? You have to clean your entire plate type of person.
I did that regardless.
My family.
My dad was that. You couldn't get up from the table unless you ate every single thing on your plate. So my sister Emily and I used to hide the leftover things in our napkins.
Oh.
And we would throw everything away.
God. Oh, my
so
God.
we could get up.
I think the cleaning the plate thing is the reason why my whole family's fat.
I was about to say, my family, if you clean the plate, they looked at you and went, really?
Yeah. I'm intrigued by the fact that your grandma has these different rules, but she still does them in your house.
Oh, yeah.
Because she came over to your place.
Mm-hmm.
And your grandma still, she gets to do the rules that you must be afraid of your grandma.
You can't tell grandma no. Like, what I'm going to say to my grandma?
Does Josiah ever look and go, Dad, what the hell?
He look at me all the time just to check in and be like, do I have to do this? And I'm like, I put my hands in the air. like,
I'm afraid of her.
You got to chew, bro. Got to chew. That's a fact.
HIJKLMNOV.
To like applesauce though, that was the worst in my life. Man.
That's funny. Like the different the rules that grandma. It's grandma. Do we have a? Did you always call her grandma, or do you have any kind of names for?
Well, now I call her grandmamada.
The what?
I call her grandmamada. I don't know. It's just my thing.
Why are you speaking like Italian?
I have no idea. I don't know where it came from. It's grandmamada. Every time I call her, that's what I call her.
844 Mojo Live 844-665-6548. Text is 95500. Will we ever have a chance where we have to eat in front of your grandma? Because I'd be afraid to have your grandma see me eat.
She'll watch you too.
Will she?
Like she'll sit there and watch.
No, that's creepy.
Will she comment on like strangers? Like, have you ever did she do this with like Sherelle too? Like,
No.
if Sherelle sitting there eating?
It's only I feel like people that she has like blood relation to. She used to be like a warden in a prison. Like it was almost like she would stand behind you and like watch you eat, like Miss Trunchbull or something.
What? What's up, Zach? Hi.
Respectfully, Kev. Respectfully, dude. As respectful as I can be. Your grandma is terrific.
Zach, I agree. I agree.
Some stuff don't turn to applesauce, man.
Look, man, she said you can chew it and you're not to swallow anything until it turns to applesauce. That is when the food is ready to be digested.
Did she expect you not to use that like any throat muscles?
To applesauce is not a good thing.
Yeah. That's what was your question, Meaghan? What'd you say?
I think it was a bad joke, but like,
Oh.
let it slide down. It's fine.
What's up, Michelle? Hi.
First time, long time.
Hey.
Michelle's on the phone.
What's going on?
My grandpa used to say 232 times so that your body can actually digest the food. Because when you swallow big chunks, it's harder for your body to digest.
Oh man.
Logic.
Yeah.
32 times though.
Could you tell?
I don't know. No, if you did that, it did turn into like nothing.
Could you be on the phone with Kev's grandmama and tell her that? Yeah. What's up, Mike? Hi.
Hey, I just want to let you guys in on a little thing. So when I was a kid, we'd all have dinner at the table, like with mom and dad, right? And if we didn't finish our food, my mother would put a timer on the table, and she'd put it for like 5 minutes, and if we didn't finish our food, we were grounded.
Oh my God!
Talk about putting the fear of God into it.
Jeez, you had a timer to eat. Like
if we didn't finish.
If you didn't finish.
If we didn't like our green beans or whatever it was.
Oh, wow.
Mike, our family had a chore timer. If we didn't sweep fast enough, we got it. Yeah, we were afraid of that timer.
Really?
Too. I understand you. We were also afraid of the spoon and the paddle, so I get you.
The spoon.
Man.
You got beat with a spoon?
Not joking around.
Was it the same spoon that your mom would use to cook things with?
Yeah, it still had the green bean casserole on it when it hit our
Wait,
butts.
she would slap your ass with Campbell's cream of mushroom soup on the thing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
You better pray that it wasn't hot either.
Hillary, what's up?
Hey, Kev's grandma needs to talk to my husband. He has a swallowing problem, and he eats the biggest chunks of food, and they get lodged in his throat all the time.
Oh, geez. Wow. So we need to have Grandma call up your husband just to tell him he needs to chew a little better.
Yeah, I work with a few doctors, and they've called him before, too. Like, hey, dude, you need to go get your throat stretched. Stop eating chunks of steak the size of your head.
Throat stretch.
You know what would be funny? The picture of that would be great. Josiah and Hillary's husband sitting next to each other at the kitchen nook.
Chewing 32 times, so it's like
Grandma slapping him over the head with KP's mom's spoon. Man, all right.
Text the show anytime at 95500. This is Mojo in the morning.
Oh, God, this weather is nuts, you guys.
Record-breaking
Jeez.
storm comes today!
Before we get in a second date update, be careful of standing water. I just saw an alert from one of the I think it might have been Berkeley or whatever, where they were telling people don't swim in flooded streets. Do you remember there was that one time where there was flooding that was on one of the highways and people started going out there and swimming, not realizing all the water that is there is not rainwater. No. It's sewage water that you're swimming in.
Ugh.
So be careful with that. I have not been outside in a little bit, but is it still coming down right now, or do we have our little reprieve?
I went out there and it stopped raining, but the puddles are still there.
Yeah, it's
KP was in here wringing out her socks.
Oh, I took my shoes off. I literally have bare toes right now.
My socks are still wet.
My app is saying light rain forecasted in 20 minutes that will last for another 31 minutes. And then they're saying that as the day goes on, we're expecting that we'll probably have rain all the way up until 6 o'clock tonight. Yeah. And the totals that they're saying for some of the areas that are in our listing area, there's some northern areas of the state of Michigan that are saying that they might get 4 to 5 feet of rain. How is that?
That's insanity.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
That's a lot of rain.
It's like a pool.
I'll take that 100-degree weather that they got on the West Coast again over this.
Levies.
I don't know if I want this. All right, Mojo in the morning.
It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
So Dino is getting ghosted. Not getting a call back after he went on a date. Dino, what's going on? How you doing?
Hello, sir. Yeah, she's not answering her phone. I don't know why.
Well, we got her. We actually got her, so I'm going to pick her up, and we're going to get her right now because she actually was ghosting you, ghosting us for a little bit. We're going to find out what's going on. Lisa is on the phone with us. Lisa, are you there?
I'm here.
How you doing, Lisa? Are you okay with being on with us?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Lisa, say hi to Dino.
Oh, no. Hi.
What is that? What is the, oh, no.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, my God.
So Dino submitted to us that you guys went on a date with each other and you're not calling him back, which, by the way, text date to 95500 if you would like to be on second date update with us here on the Mojo in the Morning Show. How was the date and what did you guys do, Lisa?
Date. He took me to a full-body nude couple massage on our first date in the middle of nowhere.
Wait.
Oh, get straight to it.
The very first time you guys have ever met each other, you did a couples massage?
Exactly.
Man, Dino is you're the man, Dino. That's pretty crazy. Is that a bad?
What the hell?
Is that a bad date? Dino.
Yes, sir.
What were you thinking? That she just needed a little relaxation, and that's why you were taking her on a full body nude couples massage?
Yes, sir. I thought it would make her feel like nice and relaxed.
Did it have to be a couples massage? Like, that's just really weird.
I thought we can get to know each other that way, you know?
Did it have to be nude?
Full nude in front of me and everything. Hang-a-lang, ding-a-ling.
Dino.
Trashy, but holy, this went far beyond trash.
Lisa, did Dino talk ahead of time? Like, hey, this is what I'm planning? Or was it a complete surprise to you?
Honey, no. Surprise.
It's a complete surprise. So, Dino, you didn't think that would make her feel a little awkward going into a massage? Was it a massage parlor place or a massage place?
Sir, it was reputable. I looked it up on the internet, and the internet said it had a good review. It had like 7 reviews.
No.
He took me to a strip mall, guys.
What strip mall massage? Hey, listen.
Hey, there are some.
Okay.
So there are some real good ones.
Yeah, the reason why I asked this question is, don't you think that you should forewarn your date, Dino, that hey, I'm thinking about doing this, instead of just throwing that surprise on them?
The answer is yes.
I didn't want to ruin the surprise.
And what a surprise it is.
But a lot there's so many different things here. That can be very, very uncomfortable. Obviously, I wouldn't want to be naked in front of somebody after meeting them for the first time. And also, when it's a first date, I think most women would say we, get dressed and do our hair and our makeup so that we're looking our best. And then you're telling me I'm going to be face down on a massage table and I'm going to have oil all over me. I'm going to be kind of upset.
But to see his ding-a-ling-a-ling.
And to see his ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, whatever you said. It's going to be weird.
Dino, is this the first time that you've taken a woman to one of these things?
Yes, sir. I don't have a lot of. I haven't been on a lot of dates.
Yeah. Listen.
And so I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, you sound very sweet. You don't sound like you had bad intentions.
Spiders.
What?
Spiders.
Biters.
Little spiders, and they had
spiders.
Like a little one of the igloo cooler with old water bottles in there. This is the place he took me to.
So it wasn't like a really nice.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Lisa. If it was a fancy place, would you think differently? Do you just have a bad taste in your mouth because it was a strip mall massage parlor?
I mean, there's a lot to this going on, I'll tell you that. First, he brings me into this nasty, dirty place. He strips in front of me and just looks at me like, hey, here I am. So I'd rather be face down.
Shay, what's going on, Shay? It's Mojo in the Morning, second date update.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
What's happening?
My comment was that I felt like Dino has been listening to too many of those alpha male strategy podcasts.
Yes, right?
It's like he's automatically thinking like he's just like this huge prize and he doesn't have to do too much. Like he's just going to impress this woman. And it's like his confidence is way too high right now and he doesn't have to put in too much effort. So this is like ridiculous.
Well, I don't know if not putting too much effort was definitely made. He made the appointment, but it was the wrong effort. Unfortunately, it was an uncomfortable thing. What would you do if a guy took you on a date to go get a massage on the first date?
Oh my God. In the middle of nowhere, I would have to get an Uber. Like up front, I'm done.
Yeah. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Is a massage on the first date a bad date?
If he just let me do the massage and left, that would be fantastic.
That actually is an interesting one.
It's a date, though. We got to enjoy it together.
Especially a first date. You're trying to get to know somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm saying I just need some time alone.
Look,
It's
I
supposed
love
to
a
be
good massage.
joke
I
and
agree
fail.
with you. But yeah, I always think a movie for that reason is a bad first date because there's no time for you guys to actually talk.
You got to go get dinner afterwards, though. Then you can talk about the movie. And
Hey, Mojo in the Morning. Hi, is this a bad first date? Oh. Sorry, I got a little gas.
Massages in general are already give me anxiety and are uncomfortable. And I don't know about you guys if you've ever gone to get a massage. It's like Do you talk to the person? Do the person giving you the massage? Do you talk to them? Do you not talk? Are you rude if you don't talk? Do you get naked? Do you leave your underwear on?
I tried to
There
talk.
are so many things that already make me nervous. Now add to the fact that it's a first date of some dude I've never even met
You
before.
got
Oh my
ding-a-ling-a-ling
God.
on there too.
I tried to talk in a couples massage with Chelsea, and she said, "This is not romantic or relaxing to have you just sitting there and talking to me."
Yeah.
That was, I think, the last couples massage we ever did. What's up, Kinsey? Hi.
Hi, the guys. I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Thank you.
Kinsey's on the phone.
What do you think? Good date or bad date?
I do not think this is a good date. Personally, I would be so uncomfortable if some guy that I had never met before took me to a place and just wanted to get naked and massage me.
Yeah.
That might be just me, but I would much rather go on like a fancy dinner or to the movies.
Or even
The
Applebee's?
fact that she didn't know, it's like not consensual almost. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to. I don't think it's a good idea for the first date. What's going on? 844 Mojo Live. 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. 844 Mojo Live. Hi, good date, bad date. First date.
Hello?
Yes, what's happening? Who's this?
Hey, this is Mark. What's going on, buddy?
Hi, Mark. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are nobody didn't ask the question. Did she go through with it?
Whoa, that's a good one. Hold
come on,
on.
Mark.
Hold on. Lisa, we need to be better journalists. What did you do?
I left.
You didn't go through with it?
No, it was creepy. Scared me, dude.
Now, Mojo, if the roles were reversed, us men would love for a woman to take us on a massage first date.
True. Agreed.
Yeah, that would actually be interesting if a woman were to say, "Hey, this is our first date. We're going on a massage," I'm even going to do the massage. Would be wild. That would be a guy's dream.
Hell yeah, thank you.
What's going on, Will? Hi, it's Mojo in the Morning.
How's it going?
Good, buddy. What do you think?
Hey, first time, long time.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy's on the phone.
Let's go. Memories and all the cheery mornings that we get to talk about. And I know the weather, thanks to you, but always my advice is us guys aren't the smartest. It may look good on paper, but run it by a girl in your life or a mom, a sister, a grandmother. If they say no or you wouldn't want to do it with them, it's probably going to be creepy to somebody else because us guys got to be careful and gentle these days.
Yeah, that's
Good
good
advice,
advice.
Will.
Really good advice, Will. What's up, Mary? Hi.
Hi, I actually wanted to say from a girl perspective, I kind of like it. Like, I feel like it's a unique first date.
What do you think there, Dino? You might have a girl here that might want to go on a date with you. Mary, say hi to Dino.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good.
Mary, are you single?
Yeah, kind of.
How old are you? How old are you, Mary?
I'm 25.
Oh, wait, I think Dino might be too old. How old are you,
Why
Dino?
you say that?
I'm 43.
Okay.
Let him get his Bill Belichick.
Yeah. All right. Take care of yourself. Bye, Mary. What's up, Stephanie?
Hey, I'm a massage therapist, and I want to clear up something.
Yes. Yeah.
That when you come for a massage, we do relieve all that anxiety. We tell you what you feel comfortable with and what you want to do. Most people come to us to just relax and enjoy themselves. So, we don't want to stress them out. And when they start talking on my table about all the things that stress them out, I'm like, why did you come to me? To relieve the stress and please be quiet.
So you want to
I
be...
usually get down to their feet and put them down to sleep.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're actually referring to should you talk during a massage then?
I do not. My preference is to really let you relax and enjoy yourself. And so I will give her a massage anytime she wants one. But meanwhile, if someone took me on a first date for a massage, I personally would love it. But at the same time, there wouldn't probably be much after that. But
You're tired afterwards. Say hi to Dino. Dino's single, and you sound like you might be a little bit more his age.
You know what? Here's the bottom line. If it comes down to him putting his hands on me physically for the first date, no, that ain't happening.
But a masseuse, you're okay with.
But as a masseuse, going to a masseuse to massage, wow, that's awesome.
Dino, say hi to massage therapist Stephanie.
Yeah. Amen.
Hello, ma'am.
He's so sweet.
Come on.
He is. Wait, Dino, you've been married before, haven't you? Or have you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we got a text. I think we got a text from your ex-wife. Did you see that text?
No, what did she say?
So
What
you have
did she
to scroll
say?
down. I'm not joking. You have to scroll down a little bit, but it said something to the effect of, I think he's. Is it right there?
Dino's what? What do we got
She
here?
said she said you are the sweetest guy in the world.
Rick, come on. Did she really?
No, I'm not joking.
Did she really?
Yes, 248. There's a small chance this second date update is my ex-husband